Hello everyone and welcome back to Polly's Pretties. I thought I'd come on today and show you some things I've been working on behind the scenes. And some things I found possibly in the same video. So the things I'm working on are what they call cupcake liner rosettes. And you use a cupcake liner to make these along with some hot glue and some little stabilizer circles. So here's one. And this is a light blue, not that my camera's doing it any favors. There's another one. So I made four, I think it's four light blue it looks like. I've got some white like ones. Let me see how many of those. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, maybe 3, maybe 4. 4, I think. No, 3, sorry. Then I've got some real pale pink ones. And these are really pale. My camera is not doing them any justice, I'll tell you. And I've got 4 of those. Then I did some pale yellow. Boy. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I did quite a few of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 9 of those, it looks like. I don't know why so many, but I did. Then I got these cupcake liners out, and I did some red, white, and blue for 4th of July. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Then I did, let me get this other one here, because he's buried. I did some for Halloween. I didn't get too many of those yet. But I did some that had, it's a green background with a little black and orange and purple bats. I did 4 of those. And then, Tony, look away if you're watching. I'm trying to save you. I did some black background with candy corn. I got 4 of those. Then I did some of the, I guess they would call these metallic cupcake liners. I did 2 of the metallic blue. And I did 2 of the metallic pink. I don't have too many of the metallics. And then I got really energetic and crazy and took my wire edge ribbon, cut the wire edges off, folded it in half to make it double thick, and made a ribbon rosette. Those are not fun. Those are more of a headache. But yes, that's what I've been working on there. And then let me clean them up and move them back into my tin out of the way, and I will show you what I found that I worked on beforehand, and my brain just went, eh. And I guess I didn't realize that I had misplaced things. So, let me get this all, like I said, cleaned up, because I don't want to have a big old huge mess to fight with. I mean, my desk is usually a tornado zone anyway, but hopefully y'all are having a good Saturday wherever you're at. I know it's a little chilly here, actually. We went out and did some yard sailing, if you saw the earlier video, and about froze our tushes off. And on my way home, the hubby decided, since, it was so cold and, it was already pretty much lunchtime, that he was going to buy lunch for us, for everybody, at the house. Now, everybody didn't go yard sailing. That was just me and him. And, of course, the Brown King, or King Brownie Boy. Let me get my other bag. Gotta reach 50 miles. So I told you while I was doing this that I had started putting ideas together in the bags. Well, the thing I forgot to do was go through my old embellishment boxes. Let me explain that. I have embellishments that I've made, and I've made them over the years, just here, there, every which where. And so my brain totally forgot, and I mean that, totally forgot that I had anything made, right? So here I am going, okay, I don't have anything to do this, I don't have anything to do that, I don't, yada, yada, yada. Down the whole rabbit hole with, oh no. Well, let me show you what I don't have. That's what I'm digging out of this bag. because I went into my boxes finally. Got smart. Okay. My head finally attached, I guess. And so I went into my boxes where I put my embellishments to keep them so they stay clean. And I got a big surprise. And I might as well show you the other stuff I have pulled to put with this conglomeration while I'm at it. Okay, I think I'm slowly starting to get down here, maybe. I don't know yet. But I want to show you this stuff anyway, and then, if you have questions, English. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Yes, I probably need Scrapbookers and Crafters AA, just to tell you. I probably really do. But I'm going to try to do this. Oh, no, don't fall. Okay, hopefully I can do this without making a mess. Don't count on that. Just don't count on that. So, yeah, this is what I was hoarding and holding on to for June's collab. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean y'all need all this stuff. Please don't take it that way. Please don't. This is just stuff this dingbat woman here has. And I'm going to try to find a way to use it. So, let me get everything to where I need it to go. Do I got you all? Nope, I still didn't go. Okay. Alright. So, I'll show you the store-bought stuff in my bag first, and then I have some books that we can also look through, and then we'll go with the stuff that I found in my boxes. So I found a little bit of eyelash trim in this dark blue. Thought I'd try and put it in here and try to use it. Of course, you know I bought pony beads in pink, purple, green. Hang on, I gotta dig down to get the other colors here. So I just threw it out on the desk. Blue. And yellow. Y'all know I bought mist, the random mix of sequins. I have a little piece of netting from a bag. I have some little ribbon here that's more mermaid themed. These are like patches, but they're starfish. These are stickers of bubbles in blue and purple. This is patches, and they are seashells. Okay, slowly getting that side of him down. These are stencils, and they're all like mermaid scales. This is a die, and as you can tell, it's a huge seashell that folds to make like a card. And these are some little beads that are white. Oh wow, that's hard to see. White seashells. And here's some beads that are conch shells. And they're kind of like see-through. And then I have 3 different packs and types of the flatback cabochon mermaids. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. And then here are some felt mermaids. And then here are wood, I guess just call them wood veneers, and they're ocean themed. Okay, so that's the bought stuff like that. Now, let's go through what I found in my Creative Crafty boxes. And this is stuff I've made. So, get these both together here. I watched a tutorial by Shannon Keith, a lady that I met through another swapping group I was in a long time back. And she showed us how to make these tag strips. So I made mermaid tags. So that's the first thing. Well, then I also had some paper things where I did a summer mermaid thing here a couple summers ago. And I made just some kind of flatter embellishments. Some of them aren't very big. Mermaid hair, don't care. And we've got, let me try to get this out of here so I can show you. Then we have this one which says, listen to your heart. And then we have this one that says Mermaid Dreams. And then there is this one, and it says, I want to be a mermaid. And it's a very large tag, as you can see. And the back has mermaids on it. Hi.
I know.
And then this says, make a wish upon a starfish. And then this one is, always dream big, Little Mermaid. And this says, be a mermaid and make waves. Lubby. Then this one I also made, it just says mermaid and has some gems. And as you can see, these aren't like heavy duty things. This one's one, it says, I'm a mermaid today. Waves, kisses, happy, swim. It looks like that. Then I made this one. It's a shaker piece. It's in a circle, and I thought it would be good with the mermaid theme. Okay, let me move that. That's something else, and those go there. Okay, this was a set. It's little waves. There you go, little waves. And there's four of those to work with. Then I've got this little one here. It's a picture of a mermaid, and I just cut it out and put the little green gems on it. Here's another one. It's like a bar type piece you could use. It's got mermaids and narwhals and little flat gems. Let me get up there closer. You know what? I'm going to try this and see if it helps. There. Okay, yes it does. All right, there we go. Now you can see what it looks like. Okay, then we have this one, and it says Mermaid Kisses. And we have this one, and it says Starfish. It has some gems and banners. We have another one that says Seize the Day, Friends. We have another one with a mermaid and a narwhal. Then we have one that's just waves or mermaid scales, whichever one you want to call it, and it's got the gems on it. Okay. Then this was a set that was pre-made that I ended up buying in a scrapbook lot from a thrift store. And there's two big borders like this with the shells and stuff. And then here's the small border. It had a little fish. Let me grab some of this. It's trying to all fall together. Excuse me. This one says life's a beach and has seashells and gems and sunshine. This one says show yeah. Here's another mermaid and narwhal, and it said mermaid dreams. Here's a tag that I made, and it says let's be mermaids. And this one's a more substantial tag because it's on cardboard. Here's another. Yeah, get over there. You're not what I want. Another one. It says, I am a mermaid. I am totally a mermaid. Okay, let me clean up that bit so I can go through with some more. Because I won't have room on my desk if I keep going. So let me put this stuff back in here. And then we can move on to the next. Ooh, get out of there. We can move on to the next bit, hopefully. But as you can see, all this is going in my mermaid bag. Because I made it, and it's about mermaids. Might as well use it. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we can move that away for a minute. Well, anyway, like I was saying, I made all this, I might as well use it. So that's exactly what I plan to try to do. Another tag, it says sparkle. Another tag, this one says seashell. another, this is like a banner piece. It says, be a mermaid and make waves. Then, oh, geez. Here's another that says, be a mermaid and make waves. There's a few like that. And then here's a boat that my daughter had did for me. And she made this back in 2023. Then this one says, a whale tail. A whale of a tail, sorry. There was something in the front of it. The big tag. Then this one says, you were a mermaid to be awesome. Then, oh my goodness, I can't get a hold of stuff. This one's, ooh, it's upside down. It says, beauty by the sea. Then there's this one that has a picture of dolphins cut from a book and has a couple gem hearts on it. This one is a whale cut from a book and has different colored gem hearts. Sorry, there you go. Then we have, always be yourself unless you can be a mermaid. Then always be a mermaid. And then this one is mermaid kisses, starfish wishes. And then I have save the mermaids. And mermaids have more fun. And we have our little fish on there too. Here's another banner border piece type thing. This one says mermaid kisses and starfish dreams. This was a tag that I was gifted, and it says at the beach. Thought it could work. Here's another tag I was gifted. It says beachcomber, has a seashell on it. Then there's this tag I made. Has a mermaid and some jellyfish and seahorse and a whale and yeah. And here's another one. It says sunshine, has a little boy swimming, and you can see there's coral underneath of him and a lighthouse behind him. And here's another one. And this has like a jellyfish and then coral and a bottle full of like jellyfish and coral. Then there is dance with fairies, ride with unicorns, swim with mermaids, chase your dreams. And it looks like that. Then we have another tag, and it's got a lobster and a bottle with coral in it. And another tag that has a bottle with a whale in it, a jellyfish, a seahorse, and I think that's a pufferfish. Then there's these two little fish that I made using my punches. And then, pardon me. Hang on, I'm moving certain things here because I want to show them a little later. Here's another tag that was bought for me. It says Coastal. And then this was made for me. It says Discover New Things. And it's a very beautiful mermaid picture. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. And then this one says, my mom said I could be anything, so I became a mermaid. And then this one says Mermaid at Heart. And it was made by Tasha Wood. So I'll be using that in the book somehow, some way. And this is the Big Mama. This is the Whopper. This one I made. It's Mermaid Kisses and Starfish Dreams is what the saying says. And this is a huge tag. And it's also a heavy tag because it's on cardboard. So there's all of that. Then I also have a few more things here to show you, of course. But they're all like going everywhere at the minute. So I'll show you these two. I made two more of the shaker jars I was making at the time. And these are more mermaid themed, and they have mermaid colored sequins and buttons, and they shake and rattle, so have those. And then, let me get into this pile here, because yes, Okay, didn't mean to stick that. Okay, this is one that was bought for me. Ooh, jeez. And it says ocean. I figured I'd try to use that. And I got some images that I stamped out as I bought the stamps, and figured I'd try to color these in and use them as well. I've got everything from sea creatures to you name it here. And then I have these stamps, and I thought maybe I'd try to use them because he is a god of water and the sea, and that's Poseidon. Oops, sorry, Poseidon. And then we have Aphrodite, who is the goddess of love, beauty, and desire. And this is her. So I thought I'd try to get that in there. And then, where to go next? Okay, let's do these two, because my daughter loves these. One was for me, one was supposed to be for her. And this is what I was saying by having a mermaid stamp that was large. This is her. This is my Julie Nutting mermaid, and I made these, and definitely would like to use them. So, there's those. And then, I also bought a die that is to make a box, but I cut it out wrong, so it didn't turn out right. But I saved the pieces because they're mermaid tails. So, I figured why not? And I have 2 of those. We're getting there. Then I made these eons ago, and I don't even have any of this material or any of these, I don't know, beady things. But I made just little fabric, I guess flowers, and they have a shell on them there. I made those, and then I also made these ones, and they have a starfish. And I thought I could try to use those. Let me clean some of that up, and then I'll show you the last few things. Like I said, when I went digging and found my boxes and found that I had things I didn't remember because they've been packed away, kind of got a little crazy pulling out everything mermaid that I could possibly find, just so that I have an array of things that I can use. And I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to do a mermaid style or ocean and mermaid style type journal type craft thing. And the reason I'm saying or craft thing is because I don't know 100% yet which way I'm actually going to go with this one. So let me get that stuff back in the bag. And as you can see, the bag is getting quite full. And I haven't made anything new. This is all stuff that I had. Okay, so the next thing is I have some coral dyes and some seashell dyes, and I kind of combined them together here and then added some pearls. And I want to try, I've got a few different, I've got like 3 or 4 different ones here. I want to try to use these. I think they could definitely add to the pages of whatever I do, or the craft that I do. And then I have dyes to make a starfish and a couple different seashells. So here's one of the seashells, and I glittered it up, obviously. And here's the other seashell. I glittered it up. And then, of course, here's the starfish. So this is the pink set. And then I also made a blue set. Whoops, after I throw them on the floor. And then, last but not least, for the stuff that's homemade anyway, I also have a mermaid die that cuts out this cute little mermaid. And so I made her this way, and then I made her this way with the word dream. And then I made her, let me get this one, this way. And then this other one says sparkle. So I'm going to try to use all of that in whatever I create, or at least a bunch of it. I have it here, so why not use it? As you can tell, I used to sit and create embellishments on the daily. And I used to create quite a lot of them at a time. So that is what I have there. And then, book-wise, to cut things out of, let me pull up what I have here. few of them. Okay, so not quite as crazy a mess as I've had in the past. I have a Sea Turtles Ocean Nomads book that I can pull some stuff from. And I bought that at my local library. And then I got this one, which is Eyewitness Books Seashore, which I also bought at my local library. So I can use things out of these books, cut them out and use them. And then I also got from Amazon, and these were a gift. Two of these were a gift from my mother-in-law here a while back. It's Mermaid Vintage Junk Journal. And this does not tell me who this is by. Prinster Publishing is who did this one. And these are kind of vintagey looking mermaid type stuff. At least I guess I would consider it more vintagey than like now. So I have that. And then I have, let me scoot that over. Okay, then I have Mermaid Ephemera. It looks like this. And Arlinda Stacy, I think is how you pronounce it, is the person who made this one. And here's some of the ideas of what you could find in here. And then the last thing I have is Vintage Sea Creatures Ephemera. And all these books like this are from Amazon. I was looking to see if it told me. This is by Peter Paper Publishing. And some of the pictures are, like this. And then you get backgrounds like that if you wanted to use it. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad book. And here's some more. So those are what I'll be pulling from, unless I happen to get, I don't know, something else. I'm going to look and see if I have mermaid stickers and stuff too. I just haven't got there yet. Ooh, okay. Get up there. But that is what I've got so far planned. Like I said, I don't know 100% what I'm doing yet. If I'm going to try to do a larger scale book, or if I'm going to make like craft projects. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm still not here or there yet with that. But that is the stuff that I have pulled already to use in this next collab. And the collab is going to be hashtag Mermaids Ocean. So yes. And each day is going to have prompt or prompts. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of looking at it, debating. I know I'm going to add an extra challenge in on this one if people want to do it. That doesn't mean you have to, just if you want to. And this one is going to be an all-month challenge again. So, should keep us busy, to say the least. And of course, each person takes the prompts as they take the prompts. So, don't be afraid to do you, be you, any of that. You can, okay, it's still going to be the same kind of challenge, you know, make whatever you make, as long as you follow the prompts. And if you don't have it, don't go buy it, guys. Try to repurpose something else for it. Like if it says bubbles, and you don't have any bubble stickers, maybe take a circle punch, like this guy here, a Fisker circle punch, and punch you out some different colors of paper, and there you go, you got bubbles. If it says ribbon, and you don't have any ribbon in your stash, but you have fabric. Well, if you cut a thin enough strip of fabric, guess what? You got ribbon. You know, don't be afraid to look around and maybe use something different for that prompt. Um, so I know sometimes, some of us don't have all the things somebody else might have, and that's totally okay. It's totally okay. Just improvise. That's what crafting is. You're improvising. But anyway, I've rambled on, and I don't want to tell you everything about the Mermaid's Ocean yet, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here. That was just my little bit of show and tell to maybe get you guys kind of bubbling and thinking about it. So, yeah. And besides, these prompts are to have fun with. They really are. And until next time, my friends, remember to smile. It makes people wonder what you're up to. Hug someone. It's good for them, it's good for you, it's medically proven. And of course, above all else, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. If you can't, fake it till you make it, and don't add negativity to this world. It's already negative enough. And of course, as it gets warmer, please do remember to hydrate. It's so very important. I know that seems like a silly thing to say, but it is very important. I thank you for watching and taking a bit of time out of your day to see what I'm up to. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And until next time, bye bye.